Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel where we bring you the latest insights and fascinating stories from the world of the British royal family. Today, we delve into a truly significant development, one that looks forward to the future reign and suggests we may be witnessing the dawn of a new era for the monarchy. We're talking about Prince William, the Prince of Wales, and the intriguing reports emerging about his vision for his own coronation. It appears the future king is already laying the groundwork for this momentous occasion. And if these reports are accurate, it is shaping up to look profoundly different from the grand ceremony we witnessed just last year for his father, King Charles III. Before we immerse ourselves in these captivating details, I would be so grateful if you would take just a moment to show your support. Please do remember to like this video. It truly helps our channel reach more fellow royal enthusiasts. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future updates. Your engagement means the world to us. Now, let us turn our attention to these remarkable revelations. The news comes to us courtesy of a report published in the venerable British newspaper, The Times. What makes the timing of this report even more noteworthy is that it appeared on a very specific day, June 21st. For those of you who follow the royal family closely, you'll know that June 21st is, of course, His Royal Highness Prince William's birthday. Reaching the age of 42, it seems the prince is not just celebrating another year, but perhaps also signaling a clear path forward for the institution he is destined to lead. According to The Times, which cites sources described as being close to the future king, Prince William is planning nothing short of a major overhaul. This isn't just about cosmetic changes to a centuries-old ceremony. The report suggests a fundamental reevaluation of how the royal family operates. A streamlining, a modernization. And where better to begin this significant transformation than at the very symbolic heart of the monarchy, the coronation itself. The sources speaking to The Times indicate that Prince William harbors a strong desire for his coronation ceremony to look and feel quite different from the one held for his father in May 2023. This is a powerful statement, suggesting a conscious effort to move away from certain elements that have defined coronations for generations, perhaps even centuries. Let's explore some of the specific proposed changes that have been reported, as they offer fascinating insights into Prince William's potential approach to kingship. Perhaps the most striking reported departure from tradition concerns the deeply symbolic act of swearing allegiance. During King Charles III's coronation, a moment was included that was intended to be a modern addition, a homage of the people. This was an invitation for individuals watching, whether in Westminster Abbey or at home, to swear their allegiance to the new king. While intended as a gesture of inclusion and connection, it proved to be somewhat controversial, sparking considerable discussion and even backlash among some segments of the public. Critics felt it was out of step with modern democratic values and perhaps even felt a little archaic or demanding, in an era where the relationship between the monarch and the people is increasingly viewed through a lens of service and mutual respect rather than feudal fealty. According to the insider quoted by The Times, Prince William is reportedly determined to avoid any such moment in his own coronation. The source is quoted as saying emphatically, "There is no way he, William, will go down that route or anything like it." This suggests a clear understanding of the public's reaction to the homage of the people, and a resolve to ensure his ceremony does not include a similar element that could be perceived as demanding or out of touch. This potential change alone speaks volumes about William's likely focus on the modern monarch's role as a figurehead of service and unity, rather than a distant sovereign receiving sworn oaths. It signals a desire for a more egalitarian relationship with the public, one built on consent and shared values rather than historical obligation. Another fascinating detail emerging from the report is Prince William's reported indecision regarding perhaps the most iconic symbol of the British monarchy, the imperial state crown. This magnificent crown, part of the crown jewels, is worn by the monarch upon leaving Westminster Abbey after the coronation ceremony and is also used on other important state occasions, such as the state opening of Parliament. It is adorned with some of the world's most famous jewels, including the Cullinan II diamond, St. Edward's sapphire, the Black Prince's ruby, and the Queen Elizabeth I's pearl earrings. It is heavy, dazzling, and steeped in history and symbolism. Yet, one source quoted in the Times report offered a surprisingly candid, even irreverent perspective on this ancient piece of regalia, reportedly calling it that ridiculous thing that looks like it's out of Disney. This astonishing quote, if accurate, provides a rare glimpse into a potentially more informal or perhaps pragmatic view from within the royal circle regarding some of the monarchy's most elaborate trappings. It suggests that Prince William might view some of the traditional regalia as overly theatrical, perhaps even a barrier to connecting with a modern audience. The fact that William is reportedly undecided on wearing this particular crown is highly significant. While there are other crowns associated with the coronation ceremony, most notably St. Edward's crown, used for the moment of crowning itself, the imperial state crown is the one most associated with the monarch's public image immediately following the service. Choosing not to wear it, or perhaps opting for something simpler, could be another powerful visual statement about a desire for a less ostentatious, more grounded monarchy. It aligns with the reported vision of a leaner institution. But as the report makes clear, Prince William's vision extends far beyond mere ceremonial adjustments, however significant they may be. The plans reportedly involve a much broader re-evaluation of the monarchy's entire structure. In an age where public finances are under scrutiny and institutions are increasingly expected to demonstrate value for money, the cost of maintaining the monarchy is a topic of ongoing debate. A source shared with the Times that William is acutely mindful of how much the monarchy costs. This awareness is reportedly driving his desire to create a leaner organization. What might this mean in practice? It could involve a variety of measures, potentially reducing the number of working royals, consolidating or streamlining royal households and staff, rethinking the management of royal properties, or adjusting the scale and frequency of royal engagements and tours. A leaner organization suggests a focus on efficiency, impact, and ensuring that public funds associated with the monarchy are used in the most effective way possible, aligning the institution with modern expectations of accountability and value. This drive for efficiency and modernization is reportedly coupled with a strong personal conviction. A close friend of the prince is quoted as saying, "When the moment comes, he'll want to do it his way, genuinely, not just following a script." This is a crucial piece of insight. It suggests that Prince William is not merely looking to make superficial updates or follow a predetermined path simply because it is tradition. He is reportedly seeking to imprint his own values, his own personality, and his own vision onto the role of monarch. This implies a thoughtful, perhaps even introspective approach to his future duties, one that prioritizes authenticity over rigid adherence to historical precedent. This sentiment is echoed by Jason Nauf, a longtime confidant of Prince William. Nauf, who previously served as communications secretary to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge as they were then, and later as CEO of the Royal Foundation, is a trusted figure within William's circle. His perspective adds weight to the idea that this planning is not a new or fleeting idea, but part of an ongoing, serious consideration of the future. Knauf is quoted as acknowledging the importance of tradition, stating, "There are traditions and things that won't change, but this thinking about the next role is, how is this going to be reflective of him?" Knauf's quote perfectly encapsulates the reported balance William is seeking to strike. He understands that the monarchy's strength lies, in part, in its continuity and deep historical roots. Certain core elements of the coronation, the religious ceremony, the oath to serve, the anointing, are likely to remain. However, within that framework of enduring tradition, William is reportedly focused on ensuring that the ceremony, and indeed his entire reign, reflects his personal values, his understanding of modern Britain, and his vision for the monarchy's role in the 21st century. It's about making the ancient relevant to the contemporary world, ensuring the institution resonates with the people it serves today. The timing of this report on Prince William's birthday also invites speculation. Was this a deliberate leak? A calculated moment to signal his intentions and set the stage for his future reign? Or simply a well-timed piece of reporting based on ongoing discussions within the royal household? Regardless of the precise motive behind the timing, its impact is clear. It positions Prince William as a forward-thinking future monarch, actively engaged in shaping the institution's destiny. The picture that emerges from these reports is of a prince who is acutely aware of the challenges facing the monarchy in a rapidly changing world. He understands that its continued relevance and public support depend on its ability to adapt, to demonstrate value, and to connect with the people on a meaningful level. The proposed changes to his coronation, particularly the reported decision against a public oath of allegiance and the potential reconsideration of traditional regalia, are powerful symbolic gestures. They suggest a desire for a monarchy that is less about grandeur and inherited privilege, and more about service, accessibility, and a modern partnership with the nation. A leaner organization also speaks to a potential shift in focus. It might mean concentrating resources on key charitable endeavors and areas of national importance, rather than maintaining a vast, costly infrastructure. It could involve a more focused approach to royal duties, ensuring that every engagement serves a clear purpose and delivers tangible benefit. Of course, these are just reports based on unnamed sources, albeit sources described as being close to the prince. The precise details of Prince William's coronation are likely still many years away from being finalized, depending on the length of his father's reign. However, the fact that these discussions are reportedly happening now, and that they are being reported in a reputable newspaper, suggests that this is not mere speculation, but reflects serious planning within the prince's household. It also raises questions about the discussions happening between Prince William and his father, King Charles III. King Charles has himself initiated some changes and a degree of streamlining within the monarchy during his relatively short reign so far. Is William's reported vision an extension of his father's efforts, or does it represent a more radical departure? The report suggests the latter, particularly in the specific details like the allegiance oath and the approach to regalia. The public reaction to these potential changes is also something to consider. While some may welcome a more modern, less ostentatious monarchy, others may feel that the ancient traditions and the pomp and ceremony are precisely what gives the institution its unique character and historical weight. The challenge for Prince William will be to find a balance that honors the monarchy's heritage while making it relevant and accepted by contemporary society. His reported focus on authenticity and doing things his way suggests he is prepared to navigate these complexities. In conclusion, the reports emerging on Prince William's birthday paint a compelling picture of a future king who is not content to simply inherit and maintain the status quo. He is reportedly actively engaged in envisioning a modern monarchy, one that is leaner, more focused on service, and perhaps less bound by some of the more elaborate traditions of the past. The potential changes to his coronation ceremony, particularly the absence of a public allegiance oath and the reconsideration of the imperial state crown, are powerful symbolic indicators of this forward-looking approach. This is a fascinating glimpse into the future and certainly gives us much to reflect upon regarding the evolution of the British monarchy. It highlights the ongoing effort to ensure this ancient institution remains relevant and resonant in the 21st century. What are your thoughts on these reported plans for Prince William's coronation and his vision for a leaner monarchy? Do you welcome these potential changes, or do you feel that tradition should be more strictly adhered to? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. We love hearing from you and fostering a community of discussion. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to the channel for more royal insights, and join us again for our next update on the fascinating world of the British royal family. Thank you so much for watching.